Hello, welcome to One Africa Mission with your brother Dobia Anzanse. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, One Africa Mission. And also follow us on Facebook, One Africa Mission. We are missionaries. And our mission, as we keep saying, is to see a united Africa in our lifetimes. When the Europeans came to took over our lands, they first sent missionaries. And the missionaries' intention was to put our people into a deep sleep, to tell them that everything is the work of God. So they came as missionaries, and then we all know the letter that King Leopold gave to his missionaries when they were going to our country, Congo. The letter said that when they go, our people already know God, and for that matter, when they go, they shouldn't teach our people God. They should rather teach our people to dislike what we have, to tell us that our way of life, our way of spirituality was evil. That was the mission. That was the missionaries' mission to Africa. And today we have come out with our own mission. Our mission is to decolonize the minds of the youth of Africa. Our mission is to decolonize the minds of the youth of Africa and to conscientize their minds towards a united Africa. So please, as a youth of Africa, join our mission, join the mission. Let us all, as missionaries, fight for this unification of Africa. Spread the message. Tell everybody that there is a mission. And that mission is to see a united Africa, because without unity among we, the children of Africa, Africans all over the world will continue. People will continue to disrespect Africans. Because if Africa is not respected, if the continent, the mother continent Africa is not respected, we, the children of Africa, will never be respected. So we must do everything to see a respected Africa. Then we, the children, will be respected all over the world. And that respect will only come if we as Africans unite and see ourselves as one people. If we are united, then we will be a force to be reckoned. But as long as we are not united, we will continue to be weak as we are today. And the imperialists and the enemies of Africa will continue to take advantage of our weakness and then continue to disrespect and exploit us and exploitate us and disrespect us as they are doing today. So please, for us to bring an end to the exploitation of Africa and the children of Africa, we must do everything we can to unite. Unity is strength. United we stand, divided we fall. We all know that. That was the slogan of our forefathers, the like of Kwame Nkrumah and Haile Selassie and those who came before us. They couldn't succeed. They had their own faults, shortfalls. But we have to pick from where they left so that together we can bring our intellect, our spirit, and fight to see their dream become a reality in our lifetimes, so that history will judge us, or will be in the good books of history tomorrow. So I thank you very much for coming around. Take time out of your busy schedules. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, One Africa Mission, and let us all together put aside our differences and then move forward for this unification of Africa. Thank you very much for coming. So as we saying, sometimes we as African people are our own problems. The level of hate that we have for ourselves, the level of the kind of things that we want to see, the kind of pains that we want to see each others go through, most of the time contributing to how other people outside the world see us. I want us to go to Nigeria and watch this video. This video that there is a serious demolition. And I've seen this in many parts of Africa. I've seen this. And I ask myself why. But I want us to first watch the video so that when we come back, we can talk about it.
They are demolishing everywhere. They are demolishing. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, I could not bring my property. I could not bring out my documents. They are demolishing everywhere. See. They are demolishing everywhere. Oh. The whole building, the whole house, they are demolishing. Oh. Rossville at Ajawo Estate. Rossville at Ajawo Estate. Oh, they are demolishing everywhere. Rossville Street at Ajawo Estate. See them, they came with two caterpillars. See them, demolition everywhere. I could not bring out anything from my house, so I could not bring anything out. See, they came with courage. They came with courage. Demolition everywhere. Demolition.
So as you can see, this is I think an estate or a residential area. Beautiful houses that you will not even see in some parts of Europe. Beautiful houses. But look how we are demolishing it. Look at the pain that we are putting each other through. Can we blame the white man for this? As I keep saying, it is not everything that we have to blame of other people. Can we blame the European America for this? How did the authorities, okay, you can say maybe they put the structures in the wrong place, but how did the authorities allow them to first of all put the structures there? These are million dollar houses. So what kind of heart do you have to be able to go and demolish houses like this? And this happened almost everywhere in Africa. Demolishing people's businesses. You see, the level of self-hate that we have for ourselves will not make other people love us. Because if you do not love yourself, nobody will not love you. These are common laws of nature. You first of all have to love yourself, respect yourself, so that other people will love and respect you. If we can do this to each other, somebody will, his hard-earned money, maybe it has taken somebody, because these are not mortgage houses. These are houses people work hard to build. And then you can just one day come and demolish these houses. What kind of hate is that? And in many cases in Africa, this happened because maybe these people belong to different political party, belong to this, different that. I don't want to go into tribal differences and stuff like that. But most of the time, this happen based on political differences. It is only in Africa that during elections or after elections, when they declare winners, then we start seeing marketplaces burning, fire on marketplaces. People will intentionally be setting market and shops on fire. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we kind of like so heartless when it comes to treating each other? This is how we do to each other. These are facts. These are truth. And these are things that we must talk about if we want to put a stop to it. This thing, I've seen it. I've seen it with my eyes. A former police officer who went on retirement. He has worked for 40 years in the police department. After retirement, he put up a structure like this and it was demolished. That was what ended his life. He came to the scene. He see houses being demolished. His house also being demolished. He just fall down, taken to hospital. He never recovered from that until he died. He didn't recover from it. And this will happen to people here as well. People work hard to put up structures like this, and then you can heartlessly come to demolish it. For what reason? As I said, I may not know the reason why it's been demolished. It may be put in waterways. It may be that they don't own the land. The land belongs to some other people. But this could have been resolved amicably. It could have been resolved rather than demolishing those houses. because these are new houses. I've seen videos where excavators been burned alive. Trucks that cost almost $200,000 been burned alive, purposely because somebody want to prove a point. And I said to myself, so even if you don't need it, if you are seizing it because you tell the person not to do something and the person is doing it, and you are seizing the excavators, why can't you take the excavator and then give it to use it to do government projects? A truck that can cost more than $200,000, you just burn it like that. Why? Like, sometimes I wonder why we do this kind of thing to each others. Sometimes I wonder. Look at how the woman is suffering. Like she's finding it difficult to talk, because she cannot imagine, because she can see how she suffered to be able to put a structure like this. And I asked myself, where were the authorities when they started putting these structures? If it was in a waterway, if it was where they put it, they are not supposed to put it in that land. How did you sit down, wait for them to put up these structures until they finish, and then you come to demolish it? How does it make sense? And as I said, you see, we do these things to ourselves purposely because we have hate, bitterness. So the only way that satisfies us is to see another man going through pain. That is what makes us feel happy. And sometimes I ask myself, if you do this to somebody and you get home, how can you sleep? These are family people, have children, and then you demolish it. Wherever they will go, you don't care, but you go back home to sleep with your family. If you go back home and your children welcome you, daddy, mommy, welcome, how will you think about those other people and their children? It is about time we kind of have compassion for ourselves as African people. We are putting each other through much pains. Mother Nature will not forgive you, will not like it if you are putting each other on this kind of pains. We put through ourselves, each other's too much pains, different way or the other. It is all over Africa. Where is the Ubuntu that we preach? Where is the Ubuntu that we talk about? We talk about things that we don't even preach. We don't even know, sorry. We talk about things that we don't mean it, because we will hear us talking about Ubuntu farm, but the kind of things that we do to each other. You can see how my spirit is low talking about this thing, because it hurts a lot. It is not easy to put up a structure like this. And after putting it up, after all the suffering you've gone through, then somebody will just come with a bulldozer to demolish it. Bulldoze it like that and go home to sleep and don't care about you. If we don't stop putting each other in this kind of pains, then all of us will be going through pains. Please, to the authorities, when you see people coming out with this kind of structures and then you know it is at the wrong place, please immediately stop them. Do not let them finish putting it up before you come and destroy it. Put them in this kind of pains. It's so painful to watch stuff like this. Please, authorities, our authorities, stop doing this to innocent people. It's so disheartening to see people going through this. It's so painful to watch. I thank you very much for coming around.